Welcome back, guys. We're at it again. Yes, that's right. I have changed the podcast name yet again. Third time is a charm. Talking Taboo with Tara. I'm going to be talking with people that are telling their stories that are unfiltered. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed today's podcast.
Welcome to the Sexy Horn Dogs podcast. Recently, Miss J was joined by Bama Beauty. She's a sexy 40-something who craves new things sexually after becoming single again after 20 years of marriage. Here's a listen from the last episode.
Have you ever been with a woman?
Once.
Did you like it?
I did like it. It was a unique experience, but it's not something that I think should be shunned or anybody needs to be ashamed of. A woman knows a woman's body. So it was different, a lot different, but in a good way.
Do you think you would ever do it again?
I'm not opposed to it.
Nice. Did you like the taste of her?
Yes.
She tasted good?
It's not what I thought it was.
You thought it was going to be bitter.
I did. I thought it was going to be bitter, but there's something sensual about it. So, yeah, it wasn't bad.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Do you like aggressive men or do you like submissive men? So basically, do you like dominant or submissive men?
I like dominant men.
You do, so you like to be dominated.
Yes.
So you're submissive.
Yes.
Nice. So what about oral... Say that again?
But only in the bedroom.
You don't like to do it anywhere else?
Well, no, I mean, I love to do it everywhere else. I'm just saying, like, if we're not in an intimate moment or being sexual with each other, then I'm not submissive. I'm a mouthy one.
Okay, so you have your dominant moments and you have your submissive moments.
Right.
Gotcha. What do you like being about dominant?
I think it's just the control. It's just the control of it. There's certain moments where, it's kind of sexy to control a man and, and watch his eyes get big and kind of wonder like, okay, where are we going from here?
What's your worst sexual experience with a toy?
Okay. My late husband, we bought one of those bullets, and it's got the wire attached to it, the remote. I burnt that sucker up. That sucker, burnt up. Wires were burning.
What? It caught on fire, basically?
Literally caught on fire. He literally had to jerk it out of me. Yeah.
Did it burn your insides?
No, luckily we caught it before it got to that part. But it was horrible. Never again. Never again.
Okay. Are you a squirter?
I've been told that I am, but that's during intercourse.
So, if a penis is inside of you, you got this huge cock in you,
mm-hmm.
and it's pounding you, and then you just start squirting?
Yes.
How many times have you done that? Every time?
No, not every time. Not every time. Probably about 2, 3.
Is there a special place or thing that they have to do to get you to squirt?
No, not really. I think I just have to be more in the mood. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're more, you're hornier sometimes more than others.
Mm-hmm.
I think if there's more foreplay involved,
right,
I get a bit more excited.
Now Bama Beauty continues her talk with Miss J on this week's episode of the Sexy Horn Dogs podcast.
I'm just like the girl next door. I go to the grocery store, I take my kids to softball practice, and I do all the normal things that everybody else does. But I love to talk about sex. Hello, this is Miss J. I've created this uncensored podcast to talk about sex in great detail. I'm not leaving anything off the table. Make sure there's no little ears around. It's definitely not for everybody, but you might be more intrigued than you thought.
This is the Sexy Horn Dogs podcast. Now here's your host, Miss J.
Hello everybody, I'm Miss J. Today we have Bama Beauty. Bama Beauty has beautiful long blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and that sensual face that you just want to fuck. She's 42 years old and she's from Alabama. You've dated men, you've had husbands and everything else. Have you ever named their penis? And if so, what was the name?
Me and my husband had a name for it, and I think it was Cletus.
Now that's funny.
Look, I live in Alabama. He was a country boy. So,
Ain't nothing wrong with the country bunkin'.
no, and we were trying to find a name because it sounded better than saying, Pecker, Dick, or whatever. So we just said Cletus.
That's a good name.
And ironically, that's what I named my shower head too. So.
Oh, wow. What fun do we have with the shower head? Please go in
Let me tell you
detail.
something, like, I've told a girl before, I was like, look, I will buy you one. If you buy one that's got multiple settings, it will change your life. It will change your life.
What setting do you like?
I like where it's not like a full stream, but it's like a controlled stream, but soft.
Right.
I think on my shower, I think it's like the setting number 4. And that's bad that I know what setting it is. But
Mine's the pulsating one.
yeah. I mean, I told her, it'll change your life. I promise you. You might want to buy you another one so you have a backup, though.
So do you like sex in the shower then?
I do like it, but I try not to do it. I'm clumsy. I am so clumsy, and I'm short too. And the men that I typically have ever been are taller than me, so it's a little awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Right.
really awkward for them to get down, and I know they're not comfortable.
Right.
So we might start in the shower, but end up somewhere else.
There you
The shower
go.
is the place to start.
There you go. That's what I like. So do you like to watch porn?
I do.
Do you watch it with your partner?
I have.
Do you
My late
consider
husband, I did. We watched it, yeah.
do you consider it cheating?
No, I do not.
Good. A lot of women do. I don't know why.
I mean, I don't either because, they could actually be going out there and actually cheating.
What kind of porn do you like?
I like watching girl-on-girl porn.
Okay.
There's something really sexy about 2 women being together.
Uh-huh.
I find it incredibly sexy. And I love the homemade that look more real. You know what I'm saying? Not the overly dramatic. The bad acting gets me on those.
It does in most definitely.
It just gets me. I like where it looks real. So, real life situations.
So you like the homemade porn?
Yeah, not the ones where they act like they got stuck, like trying to reach for something under their bed and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right. You don't care for the storyline ones then?
No, not really.
Okay. So do you like hookups? Do you like fuck buddies? Or do you always want to be in a relationship?
Look, I've tried that before, and no matter what you do, feelings get involved.
A fuck buddy? Are you referring to a fuck buddy?
Yes, feelings get involved, and then it just ruins it. It ruins the friendship and everything else. So I tend to stay away from those. If there was a mutual thing, you know what I'm saying, and we said, okay, like, regardless, this is what it is, nothing more, nothing less. But I've never been able to find anybody that was okay with that.
Damn. So you said you have never been to a swingers club, right?
Right.
Have you ever been in an open relationship?
No, but my late husband, before he passed, he was sick for 5 years. and he could not do anything. And he gave me the green light to go and do what I need to do because he knows that I have needs. Just don't talk to him about it. Don't tell him about it. And I just never did.
But did you go out and have your needs fulfilled?
No, I didn't. I fulfilled my own needs. I just didn't feel like it was right with him being sick. It'd be different if he was mistreating me or he wasn't attracted to me or whatever, but he was sick.
I get that. So have you ever had a threesome?
No, I have not. I'm not opposed to it, though.
That's good. You're open-minded.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It would have to be with somebody that I trust, and, you know...
I get that.
It would have to be with somebody I trusted that I know is not, you know, kind of snaky, you know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't want to come over and sleep with my man behind my back or, you know, would know what it was and what it wasn't.
Do you moan during sex?
Oh, yeah. I'm very vocal.
Do you like your man to moan?
I do. I love it. That is so sexy to me.
It is to me, too. It turns me on so much.
Yeah, because that's how I know I'm doing something right.
That's right.
Or that he likes what he's doing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know.
Who would you do? A married man, a separated man, an engaged man, or only single?
I would have to do a single man because I would not want to risk breaking up a home. And I'm going to tell you, let me tell you what. So my late husband was separated when we first got together. And I held on to a lot of guilt for that because I got blamed for a lot of things, even though it wasn't my fault. But I don't want to be the reason I break up a home. I don't want to be that girl.
You're like me. You're not a home wrecker.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's not worth it because the karma comes back on you.
Oh, yeah. And nothing ever good comes out of it.
I totally agree. Now, what is your fantasy? Something you've always wanted to do, but never had the opportunity, never was too scared to tell your partner that you wanted to do it? What's that one thing you've always wanted to do that you fantasize about, but that you've never done it?
Probably the threesome. I would mind being with another female with my partner. You know, watching them get pleased by two females. I think I would get turned on by that.
Okay, so you do like voyeurism. You do like watching other people have sex.
I do. Like, I mean, yeah, I do. I like people watching, period, but I mean, like, voyeurism to me is just the best.
When you look at a man, what's the first thing that you see that turns you on? Like, what's your favorite part about a man?
Their mouth.
Their teeth or their lips?
No, their lips. Well, I mean, teeth are important. But
I agree. They're very important.
Yeah, they're very important. I don't need no gumming going on, but I mean, it's their mouth.
So you look at their mouth.
I do.
I look at their teeth and their shoes.
Why their shoes?
Because if they take care of their teeth and they take care of their shoes, then they take care of themselves.
Yeah, that is true. You know, I also look, I guess another thing I look at is their hands, you know what I'm saying? Like fingernails, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm weird like that, I guess. My biggest thing, though, my favorite thing, like, is ears. I have a thing about ears. I love ears. Like, I will kiss all over someone's ears.
Really? Yeah, I think you're the first person I've ever... I mean, kissing on someone's ears, yes, but you really are intrigued by ears? I
didn't like my late husband used to irritate him because I would kiss right behind his ears. He'd say, "Stop popping in my ear," but I loved his ears. They were soft. I just loved his ears.
So are you turned on by a romantic guy? What kind of man turns you on?
Mysterious guy. I'm not the mushy type, so I don't want somebody to be overly like affectionate or whatever. That tends to push me away a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure why, but it just does. And so I like the mysterious guy. I like, where he lets you know just a little bit of them, but he holds most of it back. You know what I'm saying? You have to work for it, kind of.
What is the worst move a guy has ever pulled on you in bed?
Probably trying to stick it in my butt. without like warning.
Yeah, they definitely have to warn you.
Yeah. Oh my God, I leapfrogged over this.
All right. What's your worst experience with sex?
Probably my very first time. That was horrible. Like, if I was to ever go through life and base sex on my very first time, I would have probably been a nun or celibate. Like,
I agree. My first time was horrible. I think everybody's first time was horrible, honestly. I mean,
my God,
it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so bad, like to the point where I was like, really? This is the big deal? This is what everybody's making a big deal out of? You know? So I was just like, no, not for me. And it was a long time before I even did it again because I was like, no.
Okay, you know how people love to use whipped cream, chocolate, caramel, and everything like that? Mm-hmm. You've done all that, right?
Right.
Have you ever used vegetables?
No.
Why?
I just guess it's never been thought of or just readily available. Like, we automatically just like gravitate towards the edible, you know, the whipped cream and the chocolate, and which I prefer the whipped cream over the chocolate. But vegetable, no.
Okay. So are you opposed to it? Would you never use that?
I'm not opposed to it if it's done in a, you know, in a way that would be pleasurable, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
If somebody knew what they were doing with it. But I mean, like, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. So you're pretty open-minded and you're willing to do pretty much anything at least one time then, right?
Yeah, I'm willing to try anything once. I can't really say if I like some or don't if I don't try it. And I'm 43 years old, and I was with my late husband for 20 years. So, you know, he was very reserved in certain areas.
What is your advice to someone who is listening to take their sex life up a notch?
Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to try new things. You know, go to your local, you know, adult emporium or your adult shop, and, you know, look at all of the taste and the smells and the feels and the fabrics or the textures, and don't be afraid to try them, because you never know what you like personally unless you go for it.
Correct.
You know, you're going to always be stuck in this one little box and this one little mold, and you're going to miss out.
It's that vanilla lifestyle that everybody is so scared to get out of. The vanilla.
Right. Like, I mean, try chocolate for a minute. Try Rocky Road. Try all these varieties, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? You might like it, and you might be shocked because you're like, you know, you know, all these years, you know, I've been so scared, and I love it.
Right.
You know, like, everything is so taboo. It's like, why? It's who we are. We're humans. We, you know, we need these things.
Everybody wants to do it, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Well, I say we talk about it. You know, watch a movie about it. I don't care.
So, if you want people to find you, where would they find you at? Where would you like them to follow you at?
Well, I'm on TikTok, of course.
What's your name on there?
Bama Beauty. All one word. Or it's also under Forever His Girl 0716.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And so, yep, that's where you'll find me.
All right, love. Well, it was wonderful interviewing you, and I look forward to talking to you again. Well, sexy horn dogs, before we say goodbye today, I wanted to tell you more about the VIP Club membership. You get a special episode from me to you that is very, very, very erotic and hot. So please go to sexyhorndogs.com and subscribe to the VIP Club membership today. Let me give you a taste of what the VIP Club members are going to be able to listen to this month. And then I want want you to whip that big, fat, juicy cock. I want you to whip that nice, thick, juicy cock out. Place it in the palm of your hand. Grab it. Squeeze it. Let it know you're interested. Start stroking it back and forth with some nice lube, lotion, oil, whatever my baby boy desires. Get that dick nice, rock hard for me. That's it. Good boy. I like the way you're doing that. Now take your hand and slowly stroke it over the head, back and forth. That tippy top part on the back of your cock that turns you on so much. Take your 4 fingers and rub up and down. Massage that head of that cock. Make sure you massage that head of that cock really, really good for me. Get it nice and wet and juicy. I want it so juicy. I want to see the pre-cum coming out of the tip of it. Stroke that big bad boy back and forth all the way down the shaft. Can't forget it. Pull it nice and tight. Oh yeah. Feel that skin pull. Oh yes. Give it to me. Stroke it nice and tight. All the way back up to the head. Oh yeah, I like that. Now jerk it a little bit faster. Yes. Just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, that's good right there. Jack it off. Get it nice and harder and harder. Let that blood flow while you're thinking about my big fucking titties all in your face and my big fat ass rubbing on your leg. And then my pussy's getting wet. Yes, it is. It's getting really wet. I might even have to put my fingers on it. You want to taste? Fuck. I hate to be a tease, but this is all I can let you listen to. Just click that join the club button and you'll have access to all the hot podcasts I make every month. And I guarantee a happy ending. So please go to sexyhorndogs.com and subscribe to the VIP club membership today. Thanks for listening, Sexy Horn Dogs. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like and follow us to get notifications when the new episodes drop. Not all views and comments that are in this podcast are endorsed by me. Thanks, Sexy Horn Dogs.
This is the Sexy Horn Dogs podcast.